Hello, my beautiful Taurus, and welcome to Arcana Priestess. So for those of you that are new, welcome, and if you're returning, I'm so glad to have you. All right, Taurus, so we're going to do a you versus them. So I'm going to have you think of a person, and we're going to collect the energy. So you're going to be over here, your person's going to be over here. For some of you, it might be vice versa. Just pick what resonates and leave the rest. If it feels off, then it's not for you. You should feel more collected, calm, and like you're getting assurance. If you feel a little bit confused, then that's probably just not a message. It's a message you could just throw out, all right? So let's get started. Taurus, how are you feeling towards your person? Taurus, how are you feeling towards your person? How are my beautiful Tauruses feeling towards their person? The Ten of Swords. Okay, you have the Ten of Swords. And how is Taurus's person feeling towards them? How is Taurus's person feeling towards them? I knew it, the Fool. All right, so for a lot of you, this may be someone from the past. For others of you, this is somebody that you are maybe in a little bit of a rut with, or you're just having a hard time, like you're going through a rough patch with this person here. But you're over here with the Ten of Swords, and the first thing I'm hearing is, I'm sick of it. Like, I am so sick of it. For others of you, it's the complete opposite, and you're just like, I'm ready to leave the past in the past, and I'm ready to have a fresh start here. But there is some serious work that needs to be done between me and this person, whether it's counseling, whether it's just you guys sitting down and really hashing things out. Some of you guys are in a separation with this person right now, but there's this energy where you might have felt very hurt or very betrayed by something that this person had done or something that they had said. And I think this is the energy of like, I'm hearing the lowest of the low. So for some of you, there's this energy here where you, like, this could be that side where, like, you know, when you meet someone and everything's great, but then there's one point where your blindfolds really do come off and you really see them for who they are. And, you know, maybe there's some things that you didn't realize at the time and now you're realizing. For some of you, I'm hearing there's some things that other people had warned you of and you didn't believe it. And now maybe you're realizing that maybe those people were telling the truth here. For others of you, this could simply just be an argument that you had that got taken way too far, way too out of context, and it's left you feeling very hurt by this person here. But either way, even if you're in no contact, I do feel like you still love this person, and I feel like you do care about them a lot. I feel like there's a part of you that wishes you could just kind of skip over that part and that it never had happened. But then at the same time, it's really like changing your perspective on this person, on if you actually want to continue to have a future with them, or if you could ever actually picture yourself being with them again. So honestly, Taurus, I feel bad, and I just want to say I'm so sorry for those of you that are hurting and that are going through something like this where you felt like you were betrayed or hurt from this person, because the Ten of Swords is it is worse than the Three of Swords. It is, you know, and for some of you actually, well, let me just finish. I always get so many messages, but it is just, this could be one of those things where you're just laying in bed and you feel like you can't get out of bed because you're just like, oh, this sucks, right? But at the end of the day, for some of you, it's something that had happened over and over and over again, and you dealt with somebody that said they were going to change multiple times and they never did anything to change. So you're just kind of like, you know what I mean? I'm kind of getting like, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me, fool me 10 times. Where do we go from there? Like, you know what I mean? Like, for some of you, you're really looking at yourself and looking at your values and realizing like that maybe you had set your standards too low and that you really need to raise them right now. This person has the Fool here. So for some of you, this is very intense because I'm getting two completely different energies, and obviously there's a bunch of you that are going to watch this. So whichever side resonates with you, pick that, okay? Because this is getting a little complicated because now there's two sides and then two sides of each story. But for some of you, this is somebody who wants a brand new start with you. They want to wipe the slate of the past clean and come towards you and show you, like, this person feels like they've worked on themselves, like they've changed, or like they finally had that thing in their mind click and realize that they need to change. Because this is a no-brainer. If they didn't realize your worth before, now they realize your worth, and they're willing to put in the work and to do whatever it takes to make this work. You will know the energies because they're so different. Their actions will give it all away. For others of you, this is somebody that literally doesn't even care about what happened, and they are just moving on. Some of you, this could be somebody that ghosted you, somebody that once, you know, you decided to put your foot up, they just started acting like they don't care, and you realize maybe they didn't care the whole time. But for some of you, this is somebody that's just completely living their own life, acting as if they're single, or has been acting like they were single while in a relationship with you. But realistically, it's like, okay, that's in the past and I'm moving forward. And for some of you, that's why you may be feeling so hurt, is because even though this person is the one that hurt you and they should be apologizing, they're acting like it doesn't even matter and that the relationship doesn't matter, and they just put it behind them and they're just living their best life on their own. While you're sitting here stuck, crying, feeling horrible about how they had treated you and the fact that you didn't even get closure, or they didn't even care enough to truly apologize to you or truly actually try to work on this. So a lot of hostility in the air here, okay? So let's see. Let's see what we can get for Taurus's side. Show me what we can get for Taurus's side. Oh, I caught it. Good reflexes. You have the Seven of Wands. Yeah, you're pretty guarded when it comes to this person. At the end of the day, it's like, this could have been one of those situations where you were like manipulated, or this person was very narcissistic and they made you feel like you were the problem. If that's the case, you're realizing that there is something good that you can take away from this. You can take away the fact that you are raising your standards. You can take away the fact that this person has made you stronger. They've made you, you know, not irresistible. They've made you resilient. This person has really made you more powerful than you've ever been before. And sometimes the worst relationships in our life, that's what they're meant to do. They're meant to force us to love ourselves more. They're meant to force us to be better, to accept better, to really like raise ourselves to a level that we didn't realize that we were deserving of the whole entire time here. This person is making you really think and really reflect on your life and on your past relationships, on the relationship that you have with them, and you're really seeing it for what the truth actually is here. So at the end of the day here, I think that for some of you, the greatest motivator of this connection was that it really pushed you to be the best version of yourself and to accomplish things that you never knew you could accomplish. Like every relationship, whoever glows up is the one that was hurt usually. And it's because they're releasing all that and they're getting to a higher level of their life. That person was really just to push them to that higher level. So that's what you're having. Some of you, you're definitely having a glow up. Or if you are still stuck sitting in bed, know that a glow up is coming. And for some of you, this is going to come within a week. And you may be sitting here thinking like, no, I'm going to sit in bed for 3 more months. But trust me, this is going to come, and it's going to come quickly. And I do feel like your life is going to completely change. While this person's life kind of goes like this, yours is going to be raised higher. You're going to be doing things that you only imagine that you could do, things that maybe this person told you that you weren't capable of doing here. I feel like when you got with this person, they might have gaslit you. Like it might have been the most amazing thing ever, such a high, such a rush, such an uplifting energy, and then all of a sudden, bam, crash. Everything that they did suddenly started to drain you, and maybe you didn't realize at the time, but whatever you didn't realize then, you're definitely realizing it now. You're definitely realizing it now. Okay. I feel like the person you're dealing with has a hard time like accepting their responsibility. Accepting responsibility. This could be somebody who, in their eyes, they do no wrong. They could do no wrong, right? They could be blinded to their own actions. Show me the person Taurus is dealing with. Show me the person on Taurus's mind. Show me the person on Taurus's mind. For some of you, this reading is really just so that you can get closure, so that you can move forward here. Some of you, that's literally all that you're meant to get from this. It's not, you know, because I really don't like when past comes out, but a lot of the time the past does come out in the readings a lot, and I always find that when that happens, it's because there's still some healing that needs to be done for you to be able to accept the kind of love that you deserve in this moment, right? So let's get some messages from the person on Taurus's mind. Six of Cups. So regardless of if this person is acting like they don't care, if they are, again, I feel like especially if you have accepted their apology multiple times, if they are acting like that, it's because they just expect you to come back around. When they realize that you are completely done, that's when they're gonna come towards you, whether it's that you're completely done or that they feel your energy completely drift, that is when they're going to come towards you to give you an apology here. I definitely feel like, on the one side, this is somebody that wants a reconciliation, that wants to be with you, that realizes that you truly gave them so much and you love them harder than anyone. You really were the only one that put up with, their stuff for so long. And because you did it, they didn't really see a fault in that, right? Normally, when somebody treats you a wrong way once, you have to hold your ground so that you teach them how to teach you moving on. But if you accept it and you don't really go into it, then they're going to just feel like, as much as you're forgiving them, they kind of lose a little bit of respect for you over and over and over again. And they will continue to do those things unless you, hold yourself to a higher ground. That's why I always say, walk away at the first red flag. It's not even worth giving that person a second chance. Just move forward and you will find somebody who will meet you at the level that you are already at here. But I definitely feel like this person, they're going to realize when it's too late. They're going to realize when it's too late. They're going to want to come back. They're going to try to say everything that you wanted them to say, everything in the book. They're going to try to give you gifts. They're going to try to sweet talk you. But at the end of the day, it's like you've had enough. I do feel like when this person does this, if there is something that you hadn't said that you want to say, this would be the time. Because I feel like this person got to say a lot of horrible things to you, but you didn't get to say your piece. You held your tongue, and that's because you had hopes of this working out. Now that you don't have those hopes anymore, I think you need to let it rip, and I think you need to tell this person all of those things, because I think that if you don't, you are going to want to do it 3 years down the road. What's the point at that point? Just do it now. Otherwise, it will be holding you back. And maybe for some of you, this is the whole point of this reading right now, is for you to realize that there's so many things that you never actually said, and for you to get it out, whether it's saying it to this person or simply just writing a letter to them and never sending it, but knowing that you just put the intention of actually saying it to them. For others of you where it's not the case where this person doesn't care and it's that they want to start all over and they really are trying to work on this with you, I do feel like there is this energy here where, yes, this person is willing to change. Yes, they are willing to do what it takes, but is that enough? I don't think so. I think that as genuine as for some of you this apology truly is, enough damage has been done to the point where there cannot be no reconciliation. Yes, you can still love somebody even though they hurt you. That does not mean that you have to go back with them. And I feel like this person, yes, there was a lot of things that happened in their past that made them who they are today, but at the end of the day, when you love somebody, can you hurt them the way that they hurt you? You shouldn't be able to. And I think that, the karma here is really you moving on and being the best version of yourself, and this person finally learning their lesson and breaking their cycle through how they treated you and how you reacted and cut them off because of it. They can watch you live your life, but I don't think that they should be a part of it. And I think deep down you know that they shouldn't. But again, some of you still love them and you need some time to get to this level on your own. So there's a lot here. Definitely a lot of energies. I definitely feel like for a lot of you, regardless of how long this has been, there may be a conversation that needs to be had between the two of you guys. Some of you guys, this person is planning to reach out to you soon because, like I said, whether this person doesn't care right now or not, or they do care now, either way, they will be coming back to you because they always come back. That if there's one thing that never changes is that they always come back. So at the end of the day here, I just think that, you are working on protecting yourself. You're keeping yourself guarded. And I think that that's exactly what you should do, because you're realizing that, all this person did is lower your level, put you down. And you need somebody that can build you up, that can raise you. So that's what you're going to find. And too bad, so sad for this person. But that is what I have for you, Taurus, and I hope that this gave you some sort of help or some sort of closure. I'm sorry that this couldn't have been a more positive reading, but of course, whatever comes out is whatever needs to be said, because one of you needed to hear this. So I hope that message got to whichever one of you it was. If this resonates, please let me know how it resonates in the comment section. And if you want a personalized reading, the link will be in the description box below, as well as the link for my Taurus Crystal Manifestation Kit. For those of you that are obsessed with crystals, as you know, crystals are my number one thing. Tarot is actually second to me. But I did start the crystal business second. So that is all in the description box below. I love you guys, and I wish you nothing but happiness, because that's what's coming to you. Take care.